visiting Yokota Air Base, and he was walking down the main aisle of our huge clinic. Somehow, I got the nerve to go up to him. I had 1 stripe or 2 stripes. And I said, "Sir, may I talk to you?" And my sergeant almost had apoplexy. He said, "What's Ingram doing talking to the colonel?"
They're not worthy.
Exactly. So he takes me into the room. He says, "What can I do for you?" And I said, "Well, sir, I was on temporary duty down to Hakata Base, and because of emergency leave, had to go home, and now I'm back here, and I know the Air Force is continuing to send people there on a rotating basis." I said, "I was there, I really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind going back there, to be stationed there." And he said, "Oh, okay, give me your
Papers.
give me your name and serial number." And so I gave it to him. And a month later, I got orders to go down to Kyushu. And that's where I finished my tour in Japan. That's where I started studying Japanese. The University of Maryland's Overseas Division offered on-base lessons, and I took all 4 of their lessons. And we had a great man, Mr. Urabe, who was our teacher, and he made it really enjoyable. The first book, the first course, we had maybe 40 students. And then the second book, we had 20. And then the third book, we had maybe 10. And about the third book, Mr. Urabe says, "Next class," he said, "I want you to bring a pocket full of 10 yen coins." And we all looked at one another. What the heck's he talking about? So next class, we bring the 10 yen coins in and stack them on the table. And at the end of every chapter, there were drills. And so we'd start doing the drills, and if you made a mistake, he would take 10 yen away from you. And he'd say, "Ingram." And he'd come to me and I'd go, he'd say, "Tuso." He'd take 10 yen. So what happened was all of the students got in a competition to see who would lose the less of their coins than the others. But you can imagine by the end of that course, Urabe had this big pot of money. So we would go out and have dinner and multiple drinks at the end of the class. And that was so much fun. I later studied Japanese at the University of Michigan, and that disappointed me because it was just trying to learn out of a book. It was going to, language tapes and that. It was the only way to learn it really was to be in Japan. There were concepts in the books I couldn't really understand until I saw Japanese people in that situation communicating with one another. So it really helps to study a language in that culture. But that was my experience for the first 21 years or so. So I was talking about those types of things.